today's video. My name is Ajane and I'm going to be sharing with you my skincare journey. I don't know if this will just help one person or no one, but at least I'll be able to track my progress. I just wanted to share with you guys a brief history about my skin. I was born with eczema. I had really bad eczema when I was a child in my adolescence and middle school. It wasn't until high school where I really started to clear up and I didn't really have a lot of issues or complications with my eczema. Now you wouldn't even know that I had eczema. I don't really have a lot of marks or scarring from my eczema, and I really love that. I've just naturally always had drier skin. I've never really had any issues with oily skin. So my face was typically always really clear, glowy, dewy, smooth. My friends used to, like, in high school, like, make fun that my face was like really smooth right here. And yeah, I just never really had any issues. I never went through the whole like acne phase in high school or even when I was in college. My face just like really glowed, really thrived. And I'm not sure if it was because of the diet that I was, because I was working out regularly, because of high school and gym. But yeah, I just like really thrived. And I didn't really have any issues or complications. I never really had to deal with insecurities of having acne or scarring or breakouts and things like that. Like, I just never really had to deal with that. Of course, like my skin was never 100% perfect, but I didn't have like the typical acne issues that a normal teenager would have had. So I thought that I was just like a lucky girl that didn't really have to go through that. It wasn't until I think 2018 where my face started to break out for the first time, and it was just kind of random and uncontrollable. I didn't know what caused it or if I was having an allergic reaction to something, but I just kind of like did my best to research what could help out with breakouts or random acne, and I just tried to do like those clay masks and things like that. I'll show you some pictures of some pictures of what my skin looked like during those initial breakouts. There was a point where I ended up going to Greece with my best friend, and I remember like doing that clay mask every freaking day up until we were about to leave because I wanted my skin to look great in Greece. My skin thrived in Greece, and also I went on a cruise with my other best friend like 2 weeks after that, after I got back from Greece, or a week after I got back from Greece. And those pictures look great. Like, you would know that I had like this super horrible experience with my skin pretty much on and off that whole year, because I went on those trips in October and November. And so I was completely freaking out because I didn't know what was causing it, or what I did or what I didn't do. And so I tried to like just have some type of routine with my skin. So that's when I was doing those clay masks, like washing my face. When I got back, my skin kind of like stayed stable for a little bit, and then it started to break out again. At this time, I ended up going to a dermatologist. I found a dermatologist. I waited for an appointment to open up. I drove to the appointment, which wasn't close to where I lived. I checked in. I waited patiently. I filled out all the new paperwork. And I kid you not, the dermatologist walked in the room after me being there for almost an hour, or a little over an hour, and she sat down on her little roller chair, looked up at my skin like this. I was like, okay, so she has this, da, 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 da. This is what I'm gonna give you for medication. You'll just apply this, this, and this, and this. And I'm like, you didn't even touch my skin. You didn't even really look at me. You didn't really even acknowledge me. You just kind of like, okay, I know what it is, which could be the issue, which could be true. She might have known what it is without even like really investigating further or asking additional questions. But she just kind of like asked me a few brief questions and was just like, okay, here's this medication I think will work for you. This is what you apply for. This is how much it costs. What pharmacy do you want me to send it to? And I kid you not, like, there was not really a lot of follow-up regarding like, how is this working for you? Do you need me to schedule a new appointment? Do you need to come in? Like, how is this reacting with your skin? And I just remember like applying that, not necessarily to my entire face, but I think that was like more of a spot treatment thing. Like, if you have a breakout, just like rub it in that general area. But she never told me about any specific like moisturizers or serums or toners, like everything that people are really understanding now about skincare, she didn't disclose or talk or discuss with me. So upon knowing this information, um, upon after trying that for a little bit, I did give it a while because I wanted to make sure that I was using it appropriately, that I was waiting the time to see any results. And I think that I used it for about 4 months, and it did help in some instances, but it was also not helpful for my entire face. And she kept like sending me notifications to purchase the medication again and to buy it from these people, and I was just like, I'm done with you. I'm done with this medication. I'm moving on. So upon expressing my frustrations to one of my best friends, she was actually using Curology. Now this is no way in any shape or form sponsored by Curology, or anything related to Curology. Like, I'm not getting money from them or any products from them. I'm just literally explaining to you my skincare journey. And so I ended up going through Curology. I believe that I actually got that in December of 2018. And I'll show you guys what my face looked like in December of 2018. I don't know if I'll put it over the whole screen or if I'll just put it over here. But I was really, really insecure. Like, really insecure about my face, about how I looked, because I was an adult going through this, and I didn't feel like I had the support from my dermatologist, and I was just confused on why this was happening to me. And so I was like trying to investigate, like change all of my diet and things like that to try to figure it out. And so she had told me about Curology. I ended up giving Curology a try, and it actually did help my face. It helped cleared it up. They gave me the serum to like help with the acne, and then they explained it to me. They told me how to use it, and then I also had, like, I think the face wash. So then after a certain point, I noticed that my face was getting dry. Like, it was starting to like still look pale and ashy, and I just noticed that it was just dry. It wasn't like hydrated. So then they boost me up into the extra moisture. I typically give you just the moisturizer, but when I expressed that my skin was still dry, they ended up switching it to this, which initially I did kind of see a difference, but I don't see that anymore. And then the cleanser is right here. So initially when I was using this, when I first got it, I was doing it in the morning and the night. So they have a sun and a moon on here just to let you know when to use this product. And then also on the Rich Moisturizer, it is the same thing. So I ended up using all three products like ritual, like that was my routine. I only really used that. And then I also did some research because Curology actually does have a lot of suggestions, a lot of things that they would suggest that you can purchase or use with their products. They explain what's in the products and how it benefits and how it doesn't work with other products. And so I believe that I had a question about a certain product that I wanted to try that was on the market, and she actually told me that for my skin type and for what I had, as far as what my acne was called, how that wouldn't work well with my skin. And so she gave me other suggestions or other things to purchase. So there was one instance where I did end up purchasing something just from the general website about what could be helpful. I have sensitive skin because I have eczema, and I kind of have been using the same products for years, like Dove soap. I use that. I don't really use any other soap. I don't use any like other fragrances and things like that. So it's not common for my skin to be exposed to like unnatural things. And I ended up getting that one item. I used that product trying to be proactive, trying to be good about my skin, and it completely broke me out. Like I had an event to go to and I had to cancel. I sent a picture to the group message of the girlfriends that I was supposed to go with, and I was like, someone help me, because I'm not going anywhere like this. I feel super insecure. I was petrified. That was really bad. And this was in 2018, I think. And then in 2019, when I first started my job, like when I was going through the whole process, oh my gosh, yeah. So 2019 was rough. I had a graduation. I got my master's degree, and my graduation photos, I was super insecure because I was graduating and I knew that people were going to take pictures. I knew that professionals were going to take pictures, and I obviously wanted to remember those moments and those pictures. Like, I can remember the way that I felt, how insecure I felt, how just like sad I was, much how little confidence I really had in myself, and how I really couldn't even enjoy the day because I was so focused on what other people were thinking about my skin, and not even necessarily that, but like how I felt about myself. I never really like felt that had that much low self-esteem about myself. So I had that, and then I went on a vacation for my graduation to celebrate that, and also my birthday. And those pictures make me sad. And then also that year, I was like transitioning into a new job. And I remember initially when I got that job, I was like, people would not even really know what my face really looks like because I have all of these like tiny little bumps all over my skin, all over my face. And yeah, I can't remember if I had stopped using curology for a period of time and then picked it back up, or if I was always using it and I just had these like random spurts of, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Oh my God, I won't be able to figure it out. But yeah, I just remember just like feeling really insecure, and then mask came out and I was just like, mask mandate? Yes, because this cannot be shown. I cannot, like, no one needs to see this. And I don't need to see it. So that really was my skin journey. Like, I just, over the last several years, been battling with that and trying to find confidence even when I don't feel confident. How I refuse to wear makeup because I never wore makeup. I still don't wear makeup. And during that period of time when my face was just like really at its worst, in those moments, I was just like, well, maybe if I just like figure out how to use foundation, then that would be enough. And it just wasn't going to be enough. It was never going, it was going to just like damage my self-image, my self-esteem, my confidence furthermore, because I had to walk out in the fullness of it. I had to just like find that a little bit of confidence, a little bit of identity that I had in God, and validation from Him, and see myself through Him, and see myself as a real person and what I had to offer. Because my face wasn't like terrible, but it wasn't me. I didn't feel like me. I didn't look like me. And my face has been, I think, the most stable that it's been in a long time. During my period, I do find that I get like occasional pimples, but nothing like too big. But now I'm just experiencing this like super dryness, and maybe it's because of the season change. So I decided to go to Target to go pick up some items, some new items that I've never used before. And I have Benadryl just in case I have another breakout like I did the last time. So I really am hopeful that this works, that this is something that can be incorporated into my routine. I'm really trying to really just focus on my overall health and well-being, and mind, body, soul, spirit, and taking care of all aspects of myself. And so I just want to feel good about myself. And so I'm going to show you guys the close-up of what my skin looks like. I have like an LED ring light on right now, and then the bathroom lights. So I'm gonna try to see if you guys can see what I see. So as you guys can see, like my skin just looks pale. Like it looks dry. It doesn't really look like it has a lot of color to it. I have some hyperpigmentation. I do have like this one thing that I'm like praying isn't skin cancer, but that's just like me Googling stuff. And this has been my problem area, is this like ring around my mouth, and that's like where I experience a lot of the dryness, as you guys can see. And yeah, that's just me like rubbing my face. So imagine if I'm like doing this. I don't want to be out with my friends worried about that. My nose has been dry along the creases, And then the top of my head has been dry. And I know a lot of that has to also do with like the gel for my hair, which I'm going to be taking it out. So that shouldn't be a problem anymore. But still, regardless of that, it's still dry. So yeah, I'm just wanting to do better and have glowy, radiant, hydrated, moisturized, moist skin. That's what I want. So I went to Target and I tried to watch some YouTube videos on some products that people use, but I mean, I paid attention, but I really was just like trying to find a lot of Black creators or Black women who had similar skin textures to me. And yeah, a lot of them are like, oh, I have oily skin. I'm like, not my problem, homie. Not my problem. So at Target total, on just these products alone, I spent a total of $75.23. I've never spent that much money. One of the first things that I got, which I've been hearing about from a lot of different YouTubers that I watch, is the skin cooling facial roller. A lot of them use this in the morning. It's the Calm Inflamed Skin and Reduce Puffiness with the Palm Beauty Cooling Facial Warmer. It's stainless steel, and then just like you wipe it clean with a dry cloth. And I'm gonna put this in, I'm gonna wipe this off and then put it in the freezer so that I can use this for tomorrow morning. And also in that same aisle with the same company, I saw that they had these skin scrubbers, which I've also seen these as well in some YouTube videos and just like people's vlogs, like, oh, like they're doing their daily thing. And so I've seen these, and so I wanted to give it a try so that it can exfoliate some of the skin that's obviously like dead and dry. It just needs to be gone. So I ended up getting that, and it came in 2. And then what's cool about these is that they have the suction on the back, so you can like put it on the wall or on the mirror and don't have to worry about it. In no way, shape, or form do I understand or know what like order skincare is supposed to go. I'm gonna do a lot more research, a lot more reading over the next day before I use these products, and do my research and my due diligence and actually serve my skin some good by doing the work. And so I ended up getting carave. You can see it. You know what it is. I ended up getting that. This is the AM one, which really also stresses me out because when I was looking in the aisle, there's AM and PM, but they're like the same thing, but one's for PM and one's for AM. I'm like, can we just have one product sometimes? Like, why do people have to buy 50,000 products? Like, when I go out of town, I already have too much stuff to bring. I used to be like a one-pack girl, like a one-bag girl. And now I have like 4 bags because I have hair products, I have skin products, I have hair products, skin products, moisturizers. It's already bad enough you already got to pick, you know, between your outfits. I got to pick between your favorite skincare products. Anyway, I digress. I ended up getting this. This is the facial moisturizer lotion. I'm going to insert a video down below of a guy that I recently found over the last 2 days who like really is passionate about skincare and skincare items and products. And so I ended up getting this and watched the video of his opinion on this, and he like actually liked these products and raved about them. So I'm happy that I ended up getting them, and this is oil free and it has SPF 30 in it, so sunscreen protectant even in the wintertime. To stay within that family, that is the moisturizing lotion, which obviously I know goes last, like towards the end. And then this is the hydrating facial cleanser for normal to dry skin. And yeah, I just got the mini just to see if I would like it. I didn't want to spend like $15 on it. So yeah, this is what I ended up getting. I got the smaller one, so it's like the size of my palm. To a new group of products, I ended up getting some Neutrogena products. Obviously the packaging is like really pretty. Like this blue color like really makes you feel like you're in a spa setting. I ended up getting the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating 100% Hydro Gel Mask. So I'm hoping to do this at least tonight to get my face in moisture so that by the time that I get my skincare routine down and understood what goes where, that I'll be able to at least like have a good base. I got the Hydro Boost. This is the hydrating serum with hyaluronic acid. So I ended up getting this, a travel size mini Hydro Boost with water gel. And then I also got a facial toner. This is Thayer's Natural Remedies facial toner with witch hazel. I got this one for a facial toner. And then I also got some vitamin C oil, or I guess a vitamin C serum. So that's all of my products, guys. This is what my skin looks like. This is before I even start anything. I would say that I would suggest Curology if that is something that you're interested in. Give it a try. Give the trial a try. And if not, give it a solid, like, I guess 6 months. And that's really, I think the payments are every 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I know this video is like not typical or normal of what my typical vlogs or videos are. So I'm just excited to take you guys along for the journey. And I also want to get like one of those jade rollers too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you would like to see more of my skincare journey and how this works and how it doesn't work, then please make sure that you like the video, that you subscribe to my channel for more, and that you leave me a comment down below on what your favorite products are, what helps you, what tools have you seen that are helpful. Does drinking less water help? Does drinking more water help for you? Like, just tell me all your skincare secrets so that I can do better. I hope that you guys are doing well. Bye.